Hey everybody, welcome back to the Henry Disc Golf channel. We have the back nine coming at you from Antioch, which is the Silver Lochs course. We are going with Subscriber Wars. My buddy Patrick has given me, I believe it's 5 different moles: a Grace, a Firebird, an F7, a Hex, and a Warden and a Pig. And we are comparing those to my discs, which are an Era, a Eagle, Hawkeye. What are the other ones? Matrix, Pace, and a Zone, soft zone. Those are what we're playing with today. Let's see how it turns out. We are on hole number 10. Hole number 10 is a 430-foot par 3. They changed this one recently on me. Par 3. We are going to be going ahead and going with the Grace and the Era here. First time today I get to throw the Grace. He said it flies like a wraith. Ooh, a little bit of pop up there. Getting a lot of the way up the hill. Going with the Era. Looking to throw a pretty similar shot with it. Oh, threw it much wider. Did kind of pop up a little bit. I'm going to be in the junk out there. Yeah, it looks like it. Current score update. Patrick's discs are at a down 3. My discs are at a down 4. All right, so we are left here with roughly 70 feet. Let's see if we can get this right by the basket here. There it is. Good shot. All right, so probably left with right at about 90 to 100 feet. It is up the hill. Trying to see if we can put this one right by the basket. A little early. That should be a putt. Here we are on hole number 11. Hole number 11 is a 415-foot par 3. Going with the Grace. Still has the box. And then the Era right after it. See if we can get these ones down there by the basket. Great throw. And the Era. Oh, a little bit wider. Definitely pulled it harder. That is going. And it's down there. All right, guys, we are left here with, say, probably about 45 feet. Oh, good look. All right, potentially putting the phone in harm's way. Left here probably with about a 45-footer, almost the same as the last putt, but more in the open. Oh. All right, here we are on hole 12 after those tap-ins. It is a 150-foot par 3. It is still Patrick's box, so we're going with the Moonshine Warden. A little too tight. That's going to be a really good shot, though. Sit down, good. And then the finish line Pace. Ooh, sit. A little bit past the basket. Pretty good shots. All right, here we are. Roughly about 15 feet away. Pretty elevated basket. I just kept that one low. All right, just a touch closer. Made sure to keep that one higher. That was just on me. It's a little miscue. All right, here we are, hole 13. Hole 13 is 220 feet, going with a zone and a pig. Just trying to put this pretty straight, pretty flat. Just have it go out and then hyzer towards the basket. Oh, way too wide. That is parked for the other pin placement. All right, see if we can make an adjustment with the pig here. Adjustment made, and that looks like it should be a putt. Yeah, so I would have been parked for the other pin placement. Of course, I do not have a look at this one from where I'm at. That is fantastic. I really want to run this, but I really know I can't. I had a funky little bounce off the ground. All right, so I'm going to tap in the par. And tap in a birdie. There we go. All right, guys, here we are on hole 14. Hole 14 is 595 feet. Going with the Grace first because Patrick's disc just stick the tee pad after taking that birdie. That is a little too inside. Actually, it's not. That's right on the bottom of the hill where you want to be. All right, going with the Era. That one looks like it may be pushing a little bit too. Nope, that one's basically the same spot. Both of those are great drives. All right, so over here we have a bunch of water right now. The Era wound up right on the edge. The Grace was just in a little bit further. We're going to go ahead and throw from the same spot from both of them. We're going with the mid-ranges for our second shot. Oh, nice and wet. Big splash. Up the hill more. Should be good. All right, so here is the hex. Gonna go ahead. Try to give this a run. What the heck? Oops, sit. Not bad. And then right down here is the matrix. I did see it go for splash. So we're gonna take it back here just a little bit so we're not in the water. Right up there, nice easy. All right, did get the foot a little wet. All right, that was 1, 2, 3 here. So a look at a putt for birdie. This is a par 5. There it is. And a putt for birdie as well. All right, welcome to hole 15. Hole 15 is a 355-foot par 3. Goes over the hill, just goes down. Going with the Firebird and Eagle. All right. Firebird hazard off quite a bit. We're left here with a decent putt here with the Warden. See if we can put her in the basket. Popping my hand out just a little bit too much. The eagle wound up here. Have a pretty low ceiling look. See if we can just drive this one in. Nope. Here we are on 16. 16 is a 295-foot par 3. Gonna go with the F7 and the Hawkeye here. Just trying to keep these a little wide. Hopefully just have them hyzer and crash down by the basket. Sit, sit, sit. That one's deep. Alright, so the Hawkeye wasn't as deep as I thought it was, which is always a good thing. And as always, still can't putt on this hole. But F7's a little bit closer. There it is. Here we are on hole 17. Hole 17 is 430 feet. It is for our par 4. We have the Grace and the Era. I think that Patrick's disc just tied it all up after that last hole. That is a bomb. That Grace flies far. Alright, going with the Era. That one did not get as much on it. A little earlier. Not a terrible spot. Having up and down from there. Eagle, baby. Eagle. So I just threw in with my pace for the Eagle, but this was a hell of a drive by the Grace. Definitely looking at a long putt here. Try to save the Eagle as well. That would be freaking awesome. Oh, just underneath the basket. And tap in for birdie. And of course, pace for the Eagle. All right, here we are on hole 18. Hole 18 is a 345-foot par 3. It's basically straight ahead. I feel like I haven't thrown these ones quite enough today for the video. Normally I'd throw like a Hawkeye or, in this case, a Hawkeye and an F7, but we're going to go Firebird and Eagle. I did take an Eagle on the last hole for my discs, giving it a 1-stroke lead over Patrick's disc. We're going to put this Eagle wide, let it hyzer back towards the basket. It was wide. It is hyzering right into the side hill, a little short. Not a bad spot. Again, Firebird here. Also, maybe I try to flex this one a little bit over and let it come back. Not really, just a little bit of a flat release. Getting up there. Not too a bad spot up on top of that hill. I'm gonna go these two again. Hawkeye first. Oh, that flattened out beautifully. Getting up there. A little bit past where my Eagle is. Alright, F7. Oh, flattened out beautifully. Hyzering just in front of the Hawkeye. Alright, on 18 here. Left probably with about 50 feet, slightly downhill. Just barely to the outside. Not bad at all. Just a touch shorter than that one. A little bit more down the hill this time. Just to the outside again. Should be pretty routine. Tap-ins for these. First off, I'd like to thank Patrick for lending me these discs to throw to kind of do this little comparison between some of the stuff that I throw and some of the things that he throws. First off, we have putters that we're using to throw and then also to putt. This is a classic burst Warden and then a moonshine Warden. These were, to be quite honest, really good. It is I feel like it's a slightly shallower disc, kind of like an AVR. If an AVR and a Luna had a baby, I think this is kind of what it would be. It's not as flat as an AVR is, but it's kind of a little bit more rounded like a Luna. Definitely felt really good. I hit a huge putt right off the bat with this disc, and then, of course, a couple holes later, doing kind of the same thing. And then throwing wise, this one was actually really good. Almost aced hole 3. Definitely one of those things where I threw it really well, and it just wound up going right over the basket of 3. Definitely like these. Remind me a lot of my AVRs that I throw. And then we have the Pig as an overstable approach disc. I will say this, on the little sidearm mini that I threw it once, this was incredible. Backhand, it just seemed like it wanted to get to the ground a little bit quicker than what I really wanted it to, but definitely can see why people like this disc. It's definitely one that I've kind of avoided for a little bit, but I liked it. Then we have the Hex. The Hex is definitely one of the discs that I was kind of looking forward to throwing a little bit more than others because of the fact that it's a super straight mid. And it was just that. It was straight, but it had a little bit of hook to it. Pretty similar to the Matrix that I throw for my straight to understable shots. So definitely was pretty stoked about throwing this one. And I had a couple pretty good throws with it. Probably should try to throw it a little bit more. Maybe take the putters and the mid-range over to BVR and give them a little bit of a throw in comparison to maybe mine, or just throw them for fun. And then we have the F7. The F7, I've only had a putt at hole 5 like I did today, maybe once before, and this was way closer than the putt that I had on hole 5. Hole 7. It was awesome. Didn't know that it got that far, and it was absolutely parked. And then the funny thing about this is if you put it on a little bit of hyzer, it literally just held up, maybe give a little bit of pop flat, and just rode. Definitely, like I said, reminds me a lot of my Hawkeyes. I definitely like this one. I would recommend this for beginners that are looking to get into that fairway driver, or even a little bit more power into their drivers and work on that hyzer flip game. Definitely was one of my favorites to throw today. And then we have the Firebird. He said I needed to try a Firebird really bad because it's one of the discs that I've tried in the past, but being like in a regular champion one, being in the Sexton Firebird, it definitely had not as much overstability as other discs that I've thrown. So it was definitely one of those things where it flew straighter for a little bit longer and that had really consistent fade. I would kind of compare it to a lot to my Eagle, which is of course what I threw it against. So I definitely really enjoyed throwing this. Unfortunately, didn't ace with it, so I'm not going to keep it. I know you're looking to get this one back, Patrick, so definitely a good thrower. I can see why you like throwing it for sure. Maybe I need to throw it on some sidearms. I'm not a big sidearm player, so it's one of those things where I just don't really get to do it that much. But talk about a bomber. One of the farthest holes I've ever thrown on 17 with this disc right here. It just goes out on hyzer, pops up to flat, and then just goes, and then has a nice consistent finish to it. This definitely would compete, like I said, with my Eras that I have in the bag. My Eras are a little bit more understable, though. They've been beaten a little bit more than this disc here. But this disc, like, it bombs. I actually should probably go to the field and actually try to throw it on some max distance lines, and see what I can do. Maybe even do a review on it. This Royal Line plastic, it reminds me a lot of Star Plastic, and it feels really good in the hand, nice and grippy, especially in the heat today. Definitely one of those things. Overall, Patrick, you gave me some great discs. I definitely enjoyed it. They did lose by 2 strokes to my discs, but again, I've been throwing my discs for a couple seasons now. These were brand new to me. I'm pretty sure if I got a little bit more work in with them, I would be able to potentially see. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If it wasn't for Patrick, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't probably be doing this. I enjoy doing this so much. I just want to thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if there's anything you guys would like to see in the video. And if you'd like to send me something, reach out to me on Facebook. Comments, we can switch some DMs or something like that. Even reach out to me on Instagram. I believe I have an Instagram account right now as Henry Disc Golf as well. So hit me up. With that being said, you guys have a great day. Make it good for somebody else. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.